Hey everybody, Casey again, reporting from quarantine, just to let you know that we have opened up our website for pre-filing. This means that you can file your 2290 for the next tax year right now before that tax year begins. Now the IRS won't return your stamp Schedule 1 this early. They don't begin accepting them until July 1st, and so you'll get your stamp Schedule 1 back on July 1st. We do this every year. We open up this early because just of the sheer number of people who ask us to open early. They just want to get it done, and we're happy to help you with that. We just want to clear up one really common misconception, and that is that the 2290 does not expire on June 30th. Let me say that again. The 2290 does not expire on June 30th. I know the Schedule 1 that you're going to see on the screen right now shows that the tax year ends on June 30th, but you got to think of it like income taxes, okay? The tax year ends in December, and the form isn't due until April. Right? And it's the same for 2290s. The 2290 runs on a fiscal year that ends on June 30th, and the new form isn't due until August 31st. So don't let anybody pressure you into filing early, into filing now, if that's not what you want to do, just because the tax year is looming. And if anybody tells you that the 2290 expires on June 30th, you just got to know they're not telling you the truth, okay? Now, if you want to file early, if you're that kind of person that just wants to get it done, we would love to help you, and you can file on my website beginning today. Let me show you what that looks like. When you log into your account at 2290 Tax, if you've ever filed with us before, the best thing to do is to click on the button with the truck on it, add or edit vehicles in your fleet, because we've saved your trucks from year to year, and so this will make it really easy to do your 2290 without having to retype all your VINs. So I'm just going to check the box here for the vehicles that are still in my fleet and then start my return. Now most of this is going to be remembered for you, but there are a couple of blanks you need to fill in. The name of the owner, which is probably your name, and that person's title. You also want to make sure the rest of your details are correct. Okay, the address, the phone number, all the other little bits and pieces. And most of the rest of this you can leave just as it is. One of the frequently asked questions we get is about this state consent to disclose. We're working on a pilot program that right now is just running with the state of Alabama that would allow them to digitally verify your 2290 instead of you having to take in the paper receipt. Now, if you want to participate in the tests we're running, say yes. And if you want your information to stay private, go ahead and change that to no. It's 100% your choice, and there's no wrong answer. Next, you'll be on step 2, where you want to select whatever tax year you're going to file for and the appropriate month, and then pull those vehicles in from the fleet list. You see how we got those 3 vehicles in at the click of a button instead of having to type all 17 digits out. Step 3 is a bunch of questions. For most people, the answers here are all no's, but you want to read them and make sure that you understand them. If you have any questions about them, don't hesitate to give us a call. We'll be very happy to walk you through. Now on step 4, you're going to choose your IRS payment method. As far as I know, right now we're the only one taking payment via credit card. Last summer, there were several other vendors that the IRS uses to accept tax payments via credit card across all different tax forms. And they're not allowed to do it this summer for 2290s. We don't know when or if they will get that permission back. But we never used those vendors. We always did this as a very easy one-step process for you. So all you have to do is click credit card. It's going to display your fees, check the check boxes, and continue. Now step 5 here is your review. This is where you're going to see how many trucks you filed for, what your taxes are, and what your tax year is. You can open up these links right here if you want to see your paper 2290 documents or if you want to double check your VIN numbers, but all you have to do here is check the check boxes for these 2 boxes. This first one under penalties of perjury is basically saying that you've looked at your return, which is right here, and that to the best of your knowledge it is true and correct. The consent to disclose is saying you understand that me, Casey, I am not the IRS, and that you're okay to e-file anyway. Both of those boxes have to be checked. Now, if you'd like to have extra copies of your stamp Schedule 1 emailed to you or somebody else, or sent via fax, you can fill that in here. I'm going to say no, because it's going to come to my email automatically. And if you'd like a text message when your stamp Schedule 1 is ready, you can fill in your cell phone number. We won't text you for anything else if you put your cell phone number in only here. This is just a courtesy alert. Some people like to have it via text and some people don't. Now, if you put taxes on your credit card, I'm going to show you your tax amount, the filing fee, your convenience fee for putting taxes on the credit card, and what your grand total is. You're going to take care of this all right now in one easy step by just putting in your credit card and following the steps. And that's it. That's how you do a 2290 on our website.